Okay, we're going to try this for the second time. Thank you so much, Lucy and Pete, who managed to contact us to say that it was all pixelated before, so we're in the wrong part of the cafe that we're in. So it's all been very exciting, the 24 hours since we launched our Kickstarter for Goodbye 2017, Hello 2018. Vicky, tell them the news. We have gone past 20% of our funding target on Kickstarter, so we just want to say a massive thank you to the 86 backers who have supported us so far. So thank you if you're one of them. If you have been planning to buy a copy and you haven't yet, would you please do it this weekend? Because apparently that makes all the difference. The target we reach in this first 7 days makes a big difference. And so thank you if you have already backed us, and please keep sharing to your friends on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and emails, because it's making such a difference. And this has been such a wild and exciting ride for the past 24 hours. So we wanted to do this show and tell. Hopefully you can now. Yes. It is all good. I think the internet here is strong enough. So yeah, it can handle the excitement that's breaking everything down. So we just wanted to do this video to give you a little sneak peek inside Goodbye 2017, Hello 2018. So you'll find out a little bit more and just sharing the excitement of this. Fingers crossed, all going to be happening very soon. Thanks, Pete, who's just joined. Thanks for letting us know. Hopefully now the internet connection is good enough. So Vicky, over to you. Tell them a little bit about what's in here.
I'm not going to show you too much because we want to create a bit of mystery. But so, Goodbye 2017. It's full of inspiring quotes like this throughout. And questions where you reflect and look back on your year, looking at the milestones and achievements and lessons and all of the things that made it unique. So there are spaces to write your answers here. I'm going to flick through to this. We give thanks to the people that made this year unique and what you're grateful to yourself for this year. And then we get into the Hello 2018 bit.
Yeah.
I'll pass this on to you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so this book, for those of you who know her, Ruth Ridgway created this beautiful book. And the whole idea is that it's really a book that really becomes your own. So obviously there's lots of space, and created it so that it, as you fill it in, it really becomes a book. Of course, it is all about you and all about your memories of this year and also your dreams that that you've got for the year to come. But it's also a process. Hi, so you can see her. I'm just speaking to the book. Yay! Hi, Lucy! But it's also a book that helps you through the process. So the reason that, and we've been doing this for the past 7 years, if you watch the Kickstarter video, you'll hear a little bit about the story. So I created it 7 years ago because I wanted something that would help me to really put a proper end to the year, really mark it, have a bit of a ritual, have a bit of a moment where I step back and really thought about, really acknowledge all that I had done that year, what the big moments have been, to acknowledge the happiest moments and the hardest moments, because they're always a whole mix of those in every year. And then to really help myself get clear on what I wanted the next year to be all about. I'm going to talk a little bit more later how we found there's two kind of key ways that people use this process, and it really is a process. If you've done it before, you'll know that every year it always evolves a little bit. This year we've added a whole new section into it, which I'm really excited. I'm not telling you what it is, but we're really excited about you doing it. But we've also added to it a brand new, never done before, audio guide. So it's as if you've got the two of us sitting with you wherever you are in the world doing it. If you're in a cozy cafe or lying on your bed or on some tropical island for Christmas and the New Year, that we will be there in your ear, guiding you through the whole process. So you might have a really clear idea of what you want your 2018 to be all about, in which case it really helps you to focus that, really helps you to put a stake in the ground and go, this is what it's going to be about. And we've been getting loads of feedback from people who've done it over the years, and that focus is something that really seems to have a magic power to it. And so it really helps you to do that. And if you're not clear what you want 2018 to be all about, what I love about this is when I do it, is that it just kind of emerges. I never know what I want the next year to be about. I used to, in the first years of doing it, I was just like, I already know. This is the year where it's all about adventure, or this is the year where it's all about love. But over the last few years, I've not known. And so the beauty of it, and I've heard a lot of people say this as well, as they go through it, it kind of emerges what they want 2018 to be about, or the year to come what they want it to be about. And there's a magic to that. And also you set the intention of whatever you want it to be about, not necessarily knowing how that's going to manifest. And so it's like, a few people have said the same that I found, is that you kind of write it down. There's some power in writing it down, committing to it, and you could almost put the book away and never bring it out again. And it just seems to have a magic of its own. It just seems to, that intention is set like a bit of a magic spell, and it just starts to manifest. You look back at the end of the year and go, God, it really did become a year all about that. And so for me, so kind of those two ways, either you know exactly what you want this year to be all about, helps you to focus, helps you to really set that intention, or you allow it, so you see what comes out of doing the process, and then you kind of set that attention and allow that to kind of emerge and all sorts of, and see how it emerges. So yeah, I just love that it's got this kind of magic quality to it, of sometimes not knowing what's going to come out of it, or knowing, and it giving that kind of, that sort of power to whatever your intention is for the year ahead. So it could be that you know you're going to want to change career, or that you know you want your year full of love, or you know this is the year you just want to feel peaceful or thriving, or whatever it is. And this will help you to first unlock that dream, and then actually make it happen. Why don't you talk a little bit about why this works, the science behind it?
Here comes the science. So research shows that when you just think about a dream, think about what you want to bring into 2018, in this instance, you're using the imaginative part of the brain. But when you write it down, you're using the logic part of your brain. So it sends a strong message that you really mean it, that it's really happening. And I found this as well. I've looked back in all of the previous ones that I've done. I think the first one was 2012, and going into 2013. And I look back and have done all of those things that I said over the years. And it makes such a difference, just not just talking about it, but actually writing it down, actually committing to that intention. And yeah, neurologically speaking, it's way more powerful to do it that way rather than just talking about it.
Because it fuses apparently the right side. It's the right side, the imaginative side, but when you bring in the left side, something kind of happens where it goes, well, this is dreamy. But the left side writing it makes it, oh, this is real. I think that's amazing. We've also found with what my story used to be, that New Year's resolutions was like the only New Year ritual we seem to have. There is also another ritual in South America where you eat grapes, 12 grapes, and say a wish with each grape.
Really?
Which is sweet, which is nice. But my issue with those things is that there's not a great deal of thought that necessarily goes into it. Whereas this, for me, I created it and found that that way I created it and I found that it really helped me to go deep into my own inquiry about, but what do I really want this year to be all about? Because if you write down New Year's resolutions, if you find yourself writing, I must do more of this, join the gym, learn a new language, and kind of things, it's a bit of a sort of like wish list that people write down, but not really thinking through, but how do I want to feel? Like, what do I want to experience? What do I want to fill my life with? So it's this has all like the life design tools that that we've created over the years, has been the most popular and most powerful. What I also love about this is that the people that do it, normally the kind of products we create in courses, people who are really into personal development love it, and people who aren't into that kind of thing are like, that's not really for me. So many people have done this who never would normally touch self-help stuff and love it. So if you're thinking about it for Christmas presents for people, someone who you've always like, I just wish that he or she, and it is for men just as much as women, I just wish that he or she would, I want to give them something to help them in life, and really, because I see they have so much potential. I know they have dreams they're not following, but they're perhaps not normally into self-help stuff. They will be into this, because we really make sure it's just very down to earth, very straightforward questions. It's not fluffy, it's not all jargony and self-helpy, but it definitely introduces them to some exercises that will really get them thinking of the future and really tuning into their loving side and tuning into their heart, without telling them too much that that's what they're doing. So, sneaky. A sneaky self-help tool. People don't like self-help. So we're so excited for you to be able to have this in your own hands. We can't wait for people to have it building up over their bookshelves over the years. That was always part of our vision from the start, that we just thought being able to actually fill it in and make it your own book, something you can take off the shelf and like use as a guide throughout the year, and then see building up over the years, like being able to dip in and go, oh yeah, that year when this happened and that happened, and oh my God, that's when I started thinking about that big dream that's now really on its way of happening. It's such a special memento. So thank you so much for those of you who've already been supporting us.
Thank you.
Do please keep sharing it. These next 6 days now apparently are super crucial. So you will still continue to get the excitement. So I hope it doesn't get too much and saying, look at the book again, in case you haven't looked, here's the book. And yeah, just thank you. Let the excitement continue. Any last words from you?
Just thank you to all who has backed us so far, and thank you in advance for those of you who are planning to back us in the coming weeks, especially this weekend, which is crucial, as you say, to reaching our goal. And yeah, we can't wait to see as many of you as possible with this in your hands as we get ready for Christmas and the New Year.
Yay! Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.